everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing very well. I thought I would come on and film a video for you guys and just get back on YouTube because I feel like it's been a long time where I haven't been present on here, and I really want to come back and just share the love basically. So actually on my agenda for the next few months of YouTube is actually vlogging, so that is going to be starting this weekend. Loads of people keep asking me questions on Instagram like, how do I go out with Stanley, what do I do when we go to restaurants, how do I entertain him, like just like my daily life really, which is quite busy. So that is what I'm going to be doing more of. Today's video is actually not a vlog, it is mum money saving tips. So as we all know, babies are quite expensive. I tried to deny the fact they were quite expensive for quite a long time, but it's proving more and more they are expensive. So I am here to try and help you save some money. I have saved a lot of money, I think, since I've had Stanley and leading up to it, and it is by doing all these things. So I thought I would share them with you. Stanley's currently having a nap. And he looks pretty out of it, to be honest, so I don't think that we're going to be interrupted, but if we are, then it'll be a nice little chance for you to see the little man. But let's get started and see how long we can go for. Number one, which I think is probably one of the most obvious ones, is buying secondhand. So this comes in loads of different sections. So we've got things like Facebook Marketplace, which I think is really good for equipment, baby equipment, so prams, bath seats, toys, high chairs, anything like equipment wise that you need for a baby. I think Facebook Marketplace is the best place to start. You can go and pick it up, which means you can go and pick up big things without costing much on like postage and things like that. And 9 times out of 10, they're usually in really good condition. You have to check the listing, you have to check the description, and also you have to message your buyer, which I would say is really important, and get them to be honest with you. Say to them, look, I'm spending money on this, I really need to know if it is good quality or not. A lot of people will let you go and look at the item first before you actually make a decision on whether or not you want to buy it. Marketplace is brilliant. We've got our bath seat from there, we've brought toys from there. You can literally buy anything on there. So yeah, Facebook Marketplace is a really good one, I find, for like baby equipment. For baby clothes, I think the best place is Vinted. I buy so much on Vinted, like honestly loads, and I also sell a lot on Vinted too. Really reasonable. Usually you can get like a really good bargain, and you can also buy bundles on there. So if you like something that somebody's selling, if you go on their page, you can have a little look and see other things that they're selling and combine them all together, and sometimes it gets you a discount, but if it doesn't get you a discount, it at least saves you on the postage. So yeah, I absolutely love Vinted, and it's such a good way of saving money on baby's wardrobe, because let's be honest, they grow out of it so quickly. I honestly cannot keep up with Stanley. He's 6.5 months old, 7 months, no, he's nearly 7 months next week, and he's already in 9 to 12, sometimes 12 to 18 clothing. So I just feel like I'm so sick of spending a fortune on his clothes, because I put him on it once, a couple of weeks later I put it on him and it's too small. So yeah, we buy a lot secondhand and we love Vinted. Just a note here, you can also buy baby equipment on Vinted too. I brought a couple of things from Vinted. I brought him 2 Bugaboo foot muffs, which are originally £180. And they were like £30 and £20, and really good condition, nothing wrong with them. I put them straight in the wash when I got them out, and there was literally nothing wrong with them. So that was good. And another thing I also got was the Mums and Papas snug seat from Vinted. That was £20 on there, and somebody sent it out for like a £5. So yeah, you can also get baby equipment on there too, so it's definitely worth having a look. Okay, another really good way of saving money, especially when they're newborn, is looking at your local sling library. So I never actually used this because I brought a sling or a baby carrier before I'd even found this was a thing. But there is such thing as a local sling library. If you type it in Google or Facebook, you should be able to find it. So local sling library is a really good idea. They have them in most towns and cities, I think, and basically it's where you all exchange slings, so a sling hire essentially. So we all know that slings and baby carriers can be very expensive. I think my baby born one new was about £200. I got it off of Facebook a lot cheaper, but with these sling libraries you can rent them, and actually it's a really good idea because they do grow out of them so quickly. If you don't want to buy one and you feel like they're too expensive but you do want to use one, check out your local sling library and you can rent them for like as low as like £5, so definitely worth having a look at. Okay, so another good way of saving a little bit of money is using cheap supermarket brand nappies. So By this I mean Aldi, Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Asda or Lidl. My favourite ones out of all of them, and I've tried them all, are Aldi. I think they're really good nappies, especially in them newborn days, because let's be honest, they just go through nappies so quickly. I think it's starting to even out a little bit now for us. We're finding that he isn't going through nappies every single, you know, hour. He can keep them on for a couple of hours and that's fine, whereas when they're newborn they're just constantly having blowouts, they're just constantly needing their nappy change, and it gets really expensive. So my best advice is to go for Aldi nappies. I think they're brilliant. This is not an ad, by the way. They're really reasonable. I think they're something like £2.29 a pack, which is so good. So yeah, if you're looking to save a bit of money, then Aldi or any supermarket own brand nappies are a really good place to start. Alternatively, you also do have reusable nappies. I have never used them, and if I'm honest, I don't think I ever will. I don't think they're for me, but I think to start with, I was sort of buying all the liners, the boosters, the nappies, but I think once you've got them, they pretty much keep them until they're sort of 2-ish or when they ever start potty training. So yeah, reusable nappies are also a really good way of saving money. Another really good thing that Facebook Marketplace is good for, and like community pages on Facebook, is nappies that are obviously unused. So I brought a load of nappies the other day from somebody who lives down the road from me. They're a 75 pack of Pampers nappies. They would originally have cost me about £15, and she was like, I just want a £5 for them. Perfect, £5, 75 nappies, so much cheaper. And obviously they were unused. The pack was open, but the nappies were unused. So yeah, definitely have a look at that when it comes to saving money on nappies too. Really good way of saving money if you really want to get into baby classes and things like that is by doing the free government ones. So we got contacted when Stanley was about 6 weeks old, asking whether or not we wanted to do the free classes, the baby classes, and they offered us baby massage. I think there was a music one too, and then a free 6-week swimming session at our local swimming centre. They actually only contacted us, to be honest, not long ago about these, saying that they now had space. But I think if you're really keen on getting on them and you don't have a lot of money to spend on baby classes, because let's be honest, they can be expensive, definitely check out the government ones and sign yourself up maybe when you're pregnant, because I think we signed ourselves up way too late and we didn't actually get them. But I know a lot of my friends have been to them and really enjoyed them and loved the fact they were free, because obviously, like I say, they do add up, and a lot of baby classes like you to pay by term and don't like you to pay as you go, which means you're outlaying like £45–50 just on one baby class for the term. So it's definitely worth checking them out, especially the free swimming ones, because I think most counties do 6-week swimming classes, which are a really good way to save money, and it's always good to get kids in the water and it's a great activity. So yeah. Really good one is signing up to the Boots Baby and Parenting Club. I signed up to this I think when Stanley was about a month old, and I did find it helped me save a little bit of money. You can get 8 points per every £1 spent on baby items, which does make it go a little bit longer if you have a Boots card, which obviously I highly recommend, because you do end up accumulating your points and you end up saving a little bulk of money. And I actually spent my bulk of money the other day on some weaning products from here for him. So I actually went to Boots. I think I had about £12 or £15 saved. So I went to Boots and I got him a bib, some spoons, a bowl and things like that, which really helped with that sort of section of expense in parenting life, because every little stage you find they need more things. So yeah, definitely get a Boots card, definitely sign up to the parent and baby club, I think that's what it's called. And you also get a free gift when you sign up. I think at the minute I saw it was like an Aveeno body wash thing, but again, that's really expensive normally. So even if you sign up for free and you don't use it, you get a free Aveeno wash, which is quite expensive. So there we go. Really good one is to look out for all of the baby and toddler events at your local supermarkets. So this is a really good one for saving money, especially if you're pregnant and you are going to have a newborn, because they do a lot of money off the big packs of the sleep suits and the vests, which you will need tons of in them early days. And trust me, they only literally stay in baby grows pretty much for the first, I think I've started putting Stanley in outfits around 8 weeks, maybe 7 weeks, but apart from that they're in baby grows. So yeah, save money on them when you can. These supermarket baby and toddler events have a lot of money off things like hats as well, socks, bibs, muslins, things like that in like bulk buys. So definitely have a look at them. This one is not so much saving money, but it's actually sort of creating money. Is definitely have a little look at what you're entitled to with child benefits. I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to get this wrong probably because I haven't actually researched this, but I'm pretty sure everyone is entitled to some form of child benefit. It depends on your income, how much you make, how much your partner makes, or how much you make as a general household income. But at the minute we get about £85 a month in our child benefit, which is really, really helpful. Originally I was like, I'm going to put that all away for Stanley when he's older, and that is my plan to do that. But at the minute when I'm on a bit of a lower income, I'm actually finding I'm using it, and when I get it in, that is when I actually go to the shop and I get a whole bulk buy of everything. So I get him a couple of tubs of formula, some more nappies, and anything else that he needs, any pouches, anything that he needs really, I will go and spend the money on that, which is exactly what it's there for. So if you are pregnant and you didn't know about child benefit, definitely have a look at it, Google it. I don't know if there's any advice out there, I'm sure there would be, but definitely see how much you're entitled to. Okay, another really good one when you get to the sort of 6 month plus stage is when you're starting to wean, is batch cooking. This saves an absolute fortune, it really, really does. Pouches are brilliant. We use pouches out when we're out and about for Stanley, and they're so handy. But when we're at home, I like to give him home cooked meals, and the best way of doing this, the cheapest, most effective, and actually the quickest way, is to batch cook. So that is what we do. I essentially find a couple of recipes online, go out, buy the ingredients, come home and batch cook it, and I put them in these little Nuck containers, which are really, really handy, and I freeze them, and then when I'm ready to use them, I literally get them out, put them in the microwave or in a saucepan, a couple of minutes, and then they're ready for baby to eat. They're fresh, they're healthy, convenient, and like I say, most of all, they're just cheap, because pouches are expensive, and the more they eat, obviously the more expensive they get. So yeah, definitely look at batch cooking, it can save you a fortune. And somebody is awake. I'll go and grab him. Say hello everybody. Oh, you got a dog hair. Lovely. Ow, you headbutted me. Okay, last one is look for activities and things that are free to do. So for example, I think we're really lucky to have this, to be honest. I don't know if many people have this, but we have a soft play near us where if they are under 6 months, they can go for free, which is really, really handy. And we went a lot when he was under 6 months, and now don't get me wrong, they don't get a huge amount out of it, but it's great for you to meet other mums and go on play dates and things like that, especially if it's miserable weather outside. And we used to go to it, and it was totally free, under 6 months, and we used to really enjoy it. So that was a really good free activity. Another really good one, which I feel like is kind of obvious, is the walking, park dates, things like that, where you can save money. Because if you're going to all of these different bits and bobs, they can be expensive. So yeah. If you got anything to report, how can we save money by having you? How can we save money? How? You're expensive. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up, let me know what you enjoyed. Let me know if you've got any other mum saving tips down below. I would love to hear them. I'm always looking for ways that I can kind of try and save money, because let's be honest, the world is expensive at the minute, these things are expensive, and yeah, anything we can do to help each other out is good in my book. Oh dear. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.